Okay, I'm recording this for the benefit of anybody who actually watches this video, who I don't think will be many people. But Adam Jenkins, thank you very much. You're just a little giggle in the background. And I wanted to ask you about changing some of the theme colors that I have on my Moodle, which I will now show to everyone. So this is the Moodle that I set up. Adam, thank you again for doing that with me. And it's using, what's the name of it? What's the theme that I'm using here? Some kind of
you're using Move
theme. Move, right? And it's a really nice theme, but as you can see, it's kind of a mishmash of colors because I've already started to manipulate colors, and I didn't succeed. But what I want to eventually do is, like on my dark theme software, is to make it look more like this. Here, let me get that out of the way. Like, make it look more like this, so it's actually easier to look at in terms of how much light it emits. And the question I wanted to ask Adam is, where would I start tweaking more of that? And he said, well, it looks like you've already started a bit, but I didn't think that I got it quite right. So I'm going to go back to normal, and I'm going to ask Adam to tell me, like, where I can actually tweak more of these colors.
So the first thing you're going to want to do is log in as an administrator.
Okay, and I already have all of my stuff in there. Okay, so I'm logged in.
And now we want to go to site administration, left-hand side, bottom. There's at the bottom of that list, there's the site administration. And we're going to, holy hell, that's hard to see.
Yeah, isn't it? Like really bright, right? You want me to go to dark mode?
No, just we'll go to appearance.
That's here, right?
Yep, appearance tab. And in there, scroll down and you'll see one option for move, the theme that we're actually using. So let's go to move there. Now, in here already, you get a few different, that's funny. You don't seem to have a file there for your logo, but your logo is totally appearing at the top of the page.
Yeah, I remember changing that, actually, because obviously I did.
You did something weird, didn't you?
Yeah. I don't know. Did I?
Probably. But anyway, that's okay. We'll scroll down a bit.
I might have changed some things, not just in Move, but in the overall install. Like, this is my logo for my install, not just within Move, right?
Yeah, probably, and it might just be pulling it from there. So, but anyway, there's a place there for uploading a logo that does not appear to have a file in there, which is.
And if I put it in there for just Move, it would appear only for Move, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So, I mean, you can also put in the custom favicon and stuff like that as well if you have one. But anyway, so the theme preset defaults to SCSS is out of the box what it uses, but it will be slightly tweaked anyway. But further down from that. Okay, so here we go. Oh, hold up. So now we've got the brand color, which is that gold, that F7C51C is your fishbowl gold thing.
That's right. I pulled that out of my graphic editor.
So that changes a few of the things, like the headers will all take that color. Now there's also the navbar header color, which is that currently with that black, the Goldfish 365 background that really should be a darker color than white. It should not be white.
So I can change this to maybe a darker color, like black or something?
Yeah, black, maybe not quite black. Absolute pitch black, especially with OLED screens and things like that, tends to be eye-irritatingly black. So just slightly above black is a slightly brighter, like a really dark gray, tends to be actually a bit better.
How about that?
Sure, try it out. And I mean, you'll see what.
Yeah, right.
Then you can change it again later if you want.
Now, what's the navbar color versus a navbar header color?
So this one is, you see how that left-hand side navigation is all got that background color, the currently selected one? That's what that is.
Ah, okay.
So actually, you might want to actually copy that value, that 130028, and put it in the navbar header color, because that's, no, the other way around, maybe.
Oh, wait a minute. No, what? Say that again.
So if those two values are the same, your top bar and your sidebar navigation will match.
That's a bad thing? That's a good thing.
I think it's a good thing, because I think it looks better when they're matching, because together. But
okay.
Depending on
by the way, what navbar color is this one? or which
That's
one?
the top. So you see how there are two navbar header. So the top navbar header color, that's that one. And the left one is the one on the left.
Got it.
Yep.
Okay.
So, and further down, you have the option of on the left-hand side, when you hover over one of those, you see that blue? What color would you like that to be?
That's still a little bit bright for my eyes. So I'm probably going to be like down here in the lower bands all the time. So let's try that one.
Yep. Okay. All right. And just go on. Yeah, that'll be fine. Just click on Save Changes.
Okay. But what is this? What does cover image mean versus default presentation?
So cover image is that
oh, you mean when people first come to the site?
That's course. So that is a course page, how a course page looks. The default course appearance and cover image, the first image in the course summary files will be used. So I thought it was actually the course image, specifically called course image, but anyway.
Anyway, I'll remember that. What I like to do, even in WordPress and my other stuff, is I go through all of these settings. I try to remember all of these options so that then when I see something, I'll go, oh yeah, maybe that is affected by that thing that I saw the other day or the other week or something, and try to remember this stuff. But I don't like to diddle with too much stuff so that then I know what to look for when I push a Save Changes button. Okay, so shall I?
Yep, go for it. And it'll take a few seconds because the SAS needs to compile.
That's a little nicer. What about up here where it says, the font control area?
So that's because you've opened up the accessibility toolbar. So bottom left-hand corner where you have that little guy in the circle, if you click on that, you see how it says enable accessibility toolbar?
Right, I like that, but can I control those colors?
We'll get there.
Okay, yeah, okay. So that's basically CSS and stuff,
That's not the kid gloves department.
Yeah, right. I understand. Yeah, that's what actually I was asking you about, like, where would I edit certain files? I imagine that eventually I'm going to have to get my hands dirty and start working a little bit with CSS. And I know for some of you who are watching this video right now, you're going, what the hell is CSS? Okay, wait for the further videos. Right now, we're going to try to keep this simple. Let's keep going.
That one actually, figuring out how that works and how those colors can be changed is on my to-do list.
Oh, wow. So this is tough even for you.
Well, it's not exactly tough. I think it's just basic CSS with a bit of JavaScript driving it. But it's one of those things that is something that I do want to sit down for an afternoon and have a bit of a look at. And then I want to actually someday consult with Alex Burke and try to find what are the best colors to put in those palettes.
I was thinking of Alex actually when I saw that, and I would actually like to have that palette because I don't know, it stays up there, and I like it. I like having that kind of control, but I don't like it staying up there. I would like to turn it into a block that's over here, but it disappears when you scroll down, but you can get back to it when you like. So I would like to have this kind of control, but with control over its appearance and its location. But like you said, that's a further project.
Yeah. And I mean, you can, of course, you can do those sorts of things, but the complexity goes up the more complex a thing that you're trying to do.
Okay. So did you want to show me something else here? Because I think it's plenty for me to go and do on my own.
The next thing is to just have a look at the site, the top page or something, and see if you can find something you don't like and have a look.
So for example, this light aqua color, where would I control that?
All right, so we go back, click back in your browser to go back to that move page. And now we can have a look at front page. It's not likely to actually have it. Front page, let's have a look at the front page tab and see what we got in there. That's all really, we don't see anything for page background, do we?
I can search. It's a pretty long scroll, so let me take a look. Oops, sorry, background. Doesn't come up.
Yeah, okay. So it's not in there. So let's scroll back up to the top. And let's go to advanced. And let's write some SAS.
Wow.
Okay, so in that space, you see the space between the sort of the blocks, the part that you want to turn into a dark color.
This aqua color.
Yeah, right click on that.
Whoa, really? Oh, sorry, the drop down menu comes off the share page.
Right. So that we're actually going to want to find out what that identifier would be. Okay.
Okay. So show page source.
Well, you'd inspect. Inspect is usually easier.
Wow. There's the identifier.
And so region main box or something, but let's have a look, because what we're also looking on the right-hand side is to see the CSS there. That's where the styles are. We're looking for the one that says background equals and defines the color.
So where would I even begin looking for something like that?
Scroll looking for background.
Are these alphabetical or what?
No, those are root variables. I mean, theoretically, the root variables, you might be able to change one of those.
Inherited from, it might be in here.
Oh,
there it is. There it is.
There's the background color, eh?
Yeah.
What is that?
I think that's a C. Hang on. That's an EE F5 F9.
That one seems to be grayed out though, right?
Right. And I was kind of wondering about that.
So it should be something higher than that. No, actually, that's it. So, okay. So in the CSS block, let's go there.
CSS block. So this area.
So we can close that.
Oh, okay. Close.
Yeah. And where it says raw CSS, SCSS, further down, that one. Yeah. So we're going to type in some CSS in there. And the CSS that we're going to want, we'll just do it for the body.
What do you want me to type?
Body.
Oh, just body. Okay.
Yep. And space and open a curly brace.
No, don't do this a lot. There it is.
Yep. Just hit enter. And now we'll go background color.
Hyphen color. And I have to resist my urge to write this in proper spelling, but okay.
Right, indeed.
Yep.
Colon there. Space and hashtag, whatever the color is that you want.
I don't know, something dark. So
let's put in some Satan CSS then. 666.
That's a nice middle gray.
Well, it's a slightly darker gray. It's referred to as Satan CSS, and it appears all over the internet. There you go.
I love it. I love it. Okay.
Okay, semicolon after that. Enter. Close curly brace.
Thought so. Okay.
And go down, scroll down, click save, and let's see what that does.
Question. This only applies to Move, right? This wouldn't go to other themes.
Wouldn't go to other themes.
Got it.
Move only.
And that should, all of this will probably disappear.
Looks like a background.
Nice. Nice. Okay. So now how about something like this main white area? How would I control something like that?
So again, what we want to do is find out where they are.
Okay.
Right click on them. Inspect.
And there they are.
Now we want it as high as possible so that it covers all of these different panes and cards. So what you do is you scroll up a bit, no, left-hand side in the code. So we want something that grabs all of them.
This one?
So no, scroll higher, a little bit higher. So region main box, region main.
That one?
Just a minute. I'm going to actually do it here because I can mouse over the stuff that I want. Actually, you want me to share mine?
Ah, why not? Go ahead.
Okay.
I'll share you mine if you share me yours. By the way, for the people who are wondering why Adam doesn't have his camera turned on, he's playing around with cameras on his computer right now. Okay, what do we got here? It's awfully small. Let me make my window a bit bigger.
Got an awfully big monitor, don't I?
Yeah, same here. I know how that annoys people sometimes.
They can't make the bottom part bigger anyway. All right, so what I'm going to do is right click here and inspect the element that is one of these cards in the middle here. And I'm going to scroll down until I can see, okay, so there's a card here, there's a boundary, and then there's another card there.
Right.
So we've got this one here that says card body. So block region. Card body looks like it'd be a good
card
one.
body.
Another card body there.
That's interesting.
Card body. If I want to just choose card body there, I can go over on the right hand side and I can actually experiment with the styles that are here. So I can go background.
Holy shit! You can type it right in there.
Yeah, and I can see what's actually going to be changed by these cards.
So you can type it in there in the inspector, but it would be temporary.
Yes, it's just this web page.
So if I wanted to make this permanent, I would still have to do it in Moodle, right?
Yeah, you put it in the background, the CSS SCSS box where we were just putting it before.
Right.
But I mean, there are advantages to that as well, because you can add, say, background color, and then you can go, say, 66666, like we did before, and you can actually see what that looks like. And you can say, okay, that looks great, but the text is too dark. So now we say color for the text, because we want the text to be, I don't know.
You want it light. You want the text to be as contrastive to the background as possible. Yeah. Light gray. How about just a pure FFF? Would that? Let's try a pure FFF. Yeah, just for now.
Yeah. So we can see that also this text is actually the text color is being overwritten by in here where it says course overview. That's actually being overwritten by something else. So we can hack that a little bit, and this is CSS that you really shouldn't really use ever. But anyway, you can make a important that usually says, okay, this is more important
than the other stuff.
That's also not grabbing that text. So in there, we'd probably want to go
because it's not in the card body. That's like higher than card my cal content. What is that? My main content.
So for everything below card body, we might want to make a new style, and we go color white. Okay, and that's done it. So descendants of card body actually have their own colors specified. So we'd have to actually do that for things going a bit further down.
Well, now you've given me the ideas of where actually I have tools that I can use to do stuff, right? So it's good. This is good.
So this is where you, as I say, you know, the look and feel of Moodle can be perfectly configured, but
it takes a lot of work.
The more you want to configure stuff, the more work it's going to take. So if you want to configure it so that the dark mode actually shows up as dark, then you have to write that. And somebody else hasn't written it, then you can do.
Right.
You can go. The other thing to do, and probably for these accessibility things, so for the accessibility ones as well, it's the same basic procedure is going to actually happen. So for example, if I go to this dark mode,
Yikes.
this dark mode is definitely dark.
Yeah.
But geez, that yellow is burning.
Yeah. What
you know,
the
burning,
hell?
Retinas out. So you right click on some of the yellow text and you grab it, and then you see, okay, body, site color, color 4 is FF0, it's basically yellow.
Yeah.
So if we say, okay, I want to change that, I want to tone it back a bit or something, I can
Send it to white. Because that's actually what I prefer, white on black.
white on black. So that's white on black there.
Pretty much. Yep. Oh, it's better than yellow. Holy crap. That was whoa. Okay. That's interesting. But I don't know if I like it that stark. That's a really stark dark mode, right?
Yeah.
So I want to have, colors, subtleties in the border regions and stuff. And now you've shown me how to do that. That's excellent.
Yeah. So
And I'm just interested about that inspector that you showed. That's unique to Moodle because I've never seen that actually appear in Safari.
oh no, this inspector exists in most browsers.
Really? So that's not unique to Moodle?
Nope. You can do that on any page.
Far out.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I was doing it in Safari.
So if I come, let's find something that's not Moodle. Boom, here's Google. That's a sign in Google page. Oh,
yeah, don't show me your sign.
Duckduckgo. Here we go. Duckduckgo. I searched for that and the duck got confused. But anyway, if I want to check out his top bar there or something like that, there's the header. I can find that header, and that's not the full thing. That's the wrap. Header wrapper, site wrapper, header wrapper. Here we go. So now I've got the header wrapper selected. I can grab that background color and give it a more ducky color.
What I'm probably going to do is go to Facebook because Facebook has a native dark mode that I use. So probably that native dark mode, the colors indicated in the inspector will probably be more reliable. And, Mark Zuckerberg pays Facebook interface developers thousands of dollars to get just the right colors. I may as well use his research to be my dark mode.
The colors are all RGB values and everything like that. They are totally not copyrighted.
Yeah, so screw it, dude.
Grab them. You can't copyright a color.
So, excellent. That's what I'm going to do.
Actually, a full color scheme. If you steal the entire look and feel of Facebook, then they might be able to come after you. But
I'll just change a couple things.
instead of this one being a B, let's make that a C.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. No. Exactly. Exactly.
Right. Yeah. It's no longer the same.
Yeah. No. And I only have to change one letter in one color to actually say no. That's not your color scheme. That's mine. Besides, they're not going to come down. I mean, if they do, then I'll just say, "Oh, sorry, didn't know that," and I'll just change the color scheme.
No, the reason they would come after you is if you're actually pretending to be Facebook and credentials and stuff like that. They might get mad if you do that.
Yeah. Okay, man. I don't want to make this video too long, and I don't want to take up too much of your time. This is exactly what I needed to know. What, by the way, is SCSS? That just means secure CSS, or what is that extra S?
So SCSS is okay. The difference. No.
Oh, sorry. Did you want to keep sharing?
I'm trying to. Yeah. I'm trying to actually show the difference between CSS and SCSS.
Okay. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
Oh, you killed my share?
Yeah, I killed your share. So go ahead, restart your share.
What'd you do that for?
Because I was getting bored of it.
Oh, well, okay. Share screen.
Because I was getting bored of like watching something I didn't understand and my picture. So, oh, there you go.
Ready. So in here, if we go to the advanced tab and SCSS. So SCSS, this is the SCSS, for example, that I've written for my page, and kind of messy because a lot of these are just hacks that I've put in over the years. But one of the really cool things that you can do in SCSS that you can't do in CSS is have stuff like this. Whereas it's, this is the first selector here is pointing to body page login index. And then it opens the brackets, but straight after that, we've got another selector coming in. Div instructions panel.
So embedded, nested.
Yeah, nested. So you can have nested CSS in there, and you can only actually do this with Sass. You can't do this with regular old CSS. So
when did Sass get started? I've never heard of Sass actually.
Oh, it's a while back.
Really? I've only ever known how to write CSS. But if I know how to write CSS, not that I'm very good at it.
Pretty much all valid CSS is also going to be valid Sass. So you don't really have that much issue. But things like this, I could theoretically, I could break these things apart, and I wouldn't have so much replication of code, which is really bad practice. Don't show this to anyone.
Too late. Too late. Wait, Jay, come on, you're just human. You're just human.
But I mean, it's basically because you think about, okay, is this piece of code going to require to be customized later, and maybe it will be. So I tend to keep them separate until I know that they're it's good to actually have them all as one thing, and the compiler actually does crush it down a lot anyway. It'll see things that are similar and say, oh, they're the same thing, so
ignore that, yeah, or incorporate that.
That few seconds it takes when you actually save the changes here is because it's actually compiling all this into CSS from the Sass. So.
Okay, well, let's not let the video get too heavy, because people should be able to just watch these videos for specific things. And now you guys know where you can start in the themes that you've selected to start changing some colors and stuff. So thanks, bud.
No,
I'll probably put this up on my my Moodle course, and maybe get everybody in there, and then we can start talking there. But thank you again.
A lot of the tweaks that you'll make to the look and feel will actually be done using things like CSS. So in mine, for example, there are some in the move theme. There's a fairly annoying orange bar at the bottom.
Orange bar at the bottom. There it is. Yeah, that is annoying. Yeah,
that's annoying, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't like that one either. So you just use a piece of, I'm going to copy paste this one in because you might like this. Okay.
I was actually going to try to do that after we, okay.
Yeah,
okay, so
that's the CSS that makes that disappear.
Okay. Footer made with Moodle, footer made by display none. Oh, that makes complete sense. Now, where would I put that? I would put that into default Sass.
Into the raw Sass.
Raw Sass alongside that background color command that we just
yeah, just right? Underneath that. Or
I'll put that now. Not that anyone can see me putting it in there right now. It is now compiling, and that baby is gone. Bye. I wouldn't have minded it, but I would have liked to have changed the color. That orange color was annoying. It just wasn't part of the default color scheme that I wanted. But now I know where to move stuff around, right?
Yeah, the people who made the move theme, they used to have a button where you could actually push on just select a little checkbox, and it would get rid of that. And then they got rid of that checkbox. I guess they wanted more advertising on people's Moodles.
I don't blame them.
And it still annoyed me because it was, yeah, you want advertising. I was actually considering letting you advertise on my site, and then you forced a stupid orange on me. No, thank you.
Knowledge is power.
You want to get your message on my top page or something like that, you have to abide by my color scheme.
Yep.
So same reason, basically.
Knowledge is power.
Yeah, a few other things that you can tweak. I mean, I'm looking at your page before people have logged in, and that background really could.
Oh no, don't worry, man. I'm gonna go all over this thing. I'm just thinking I'm actually going to turn off the video now. So everybody, thanks for watching.
Everything.